You're saying that this seems to me, to you, to be like a felony, but
Yes.
wouldn't you have to prove that it would directly lead to an attack?
No, it turns out you don't have to do that, which is crazy, but based on precedent. Like, for example, Douglas Mackey was arrested and convicted for, what was it, like election interference or something?
That was fraud. That's different from threats of violence.
Right, but there was no evidence that the DOJ could provide that showed that the meme he posted impacted anybody to do the thing that the meme suggested.
In regards to violence, though, the imminent harm is the standard. And so that's why usually if you said something like, I think people should do this thing, isn't illegal. But if you say, at this time, go do this thing.
Right, like, isn't this incitement?
This, I believe, qualifies, as he says several times. Right when the video starts, he says, do it explicitly. And I can't play it because he's maybe in the uncensored portion, but I don't want to play with this video.
But he's referring to a specific place and a specific time.
No.
He's not. He's just saying.
So actually, this is where it gets interesting in law. If it's an imminent threat where you said, I want you to go to this place, Jim's bar, go pick up one of these things and then use it to do this thing to that guy. You've got a person, you've got a place, you're directing them to do it. In this regard, he is saying, if ICE agents show up at your house or stop you anywhere, do this thing with this thing. He's saying to shoot them. He's explicitly saying, take a gun. If you see them, end their lives. That's what he's saying. I believe this qualifies as violating the law. And I'd be interested to see this. Democrats will absolutely defend him. If he got arrested for this, they'd say it's free speech.
They're defending Luigi Mangione.
Indeed.
He shot a man in cold blood. Likely.
Accused
Likely.
of.
Yeah.
I actually don't think he did it.
You don't think he did it?
Nope.
Okay.
Because the initial videos that were released, I'll say it every time, when that story first came out, we all looked at the surveillance footage and said, that looks like a middle-aged guy. You can tell by his hands, the top of the face that you can see. It looks like he's got older skin. Older folks, their skin doesn't move as well in the cold. You'll notice they do like the moisture test. You pinch the skin and pull it. You can see pressure points on his hands. I assumed when we first saw that it's going to be a guy who was like in his late 40s or 50s. Then they put up a picture of this other guy, said he was a person of interest, and he's wearing a different coat with different eyebrows and a different backpack. And everybody said, that's the guy. That's the guy. He's the suspect. And I said, guys, no. They're saying he's a person of interest. That could mean that he was maybe in the same building talking to the guy and they want to talk to him. Then all of a sudden, they find this Luigi Mangione guy in a McDonald's. Someone recognized him? How?
I'll add to that bit.
With an orgy of evidence.
I think I'm certainly with you in questioning whether he's really the guy, because if you look at how the kill was done, it's a really professional job. And then if you look at how he was caught, how can the same person who pulled off that unbelievable professional, it looked like a hit job, then get caught by in the stupidest of ways at a McDonald's? It doesn't seem like
who would recognize the guy at McDonald's?
Yeah.
You know, look, from when people recognize me, and I'm sure you get the same thing, is they'll be like, you kind of look like some guy. They never come up and they're like, that's you. So
particularly, if you look at the actual image of what they, he had a mask pulled down to this. You're not going to recognize.
Didn't he have his manifesto in his bag?
And the weapon, and
I always carry my manifestos to McDonald's.
This is why people have said it was in the Minority Report reference, an orgy of evidence.
Yeah.
Meaning, you walk in the movie, Tom Cruise's character walks in the room and there's photos everywhere of his son who was kidnapped. When the inspector comes in, he goes, "No, I don't believe it." He's like, "All of this is a stage. It's meant to look like a crime scene. Come on."
And have you seen the video of him when he's, I think he's cuffed in a jumpsuit and he's shouting at the press?
Right.
It was really interesting to watch that again, because what he says is not what it's not what someone would say. I've unfortunately forgotten.
He said something like the American people being too stupid to believe it or something.
Exactly. It just, the way he said it didn't seem to be like the sort of thing an actual hitman would say then.
So maybe, I don't know, but in that regard, it could be a hitman got away with killing a CEO, and the government is like, we cannot have a story of a rogue hitman running around. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.